We have owners that are ruining the football club. We have a CEO and a director of football who are fucking useless. And we have Sir Jim Radcliffe, who's there cheering at the derby like it's something to do with him. They're bloody morons. They're ruining this football club. They're going to knock Old Trafford down. Like, we're not going to get back. And yet here we are arguing because two legends of the club don't think a certain centre-back's that good and that centre-back doesn't like it. And it's like bloody playground. I'm not picking sides. I know a lot of you want to pick sides. I'm not fucking picking sides. You know what? You're arguing about spilt milk. There's a bloody tiger in the playground and it's eating people. And that tiger's called the Glazers. So stop moaning about spilt milk and start moaning about the bloody tiger that's loose. It's eating people. And that's what I think. I couldn't give two shits. I really couldn't. I couldn't give two shits. I like Martínez. I like Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes. They have got a right to say what they want. But on this, I think you're going to get a lot of shit because we've just won the derby. And ultimately, you know what? They don't call out enough the real issues at Man United. And we get lost on this. We've just won the derby. He's played really well. And this is the big talking point. And I think it's just going too far. And as I said, when Rio Ferdinand sounds like he's talking sense, we're in big, big trouble. So, look, hopefully it can get filed away. Because my concern is we play Arsenal or Spurs or Newcastle. He has a bad game. And then it's like, I told you so. And I just think, like, you know what? We can't all be hypocrites. You know, I can see people in the chat saying horrible stuff about these legends, right? You've said horrible stuff about Dorgu, Sesko. I know your names. I know your comments. That's how it works. We've all done it. Anana, Harry Maguire, Delo, we've all done it. The thing is, we've just won the derby and now is not the time to be criticising a player that was in my top 3 performances on the day. You know, maybe he's not going to be good enough for Manchester United, but there are far bigger issues than Lisandro Martínez. And Martínez does need to shut up. I mean, I'll be honest, Martínez does need to shut up. He needs to just get on with his job. In a way, I think Nicky Butt is right. You know, if you are bothered that much that you need to talk about it in an interview after a derby, you do need to shut up a little bit. I think they need to stop. And we just need to, you know, move on. You know, because no player ever comes out and says the reason we're not in the top 4 is because we've got shit owners. And, you know, it's not being said on the podcast, the reason these players aren't good enough is because we've got shit owners. Can we get it back where it needs to be instead of this? I mean, you know what? I almost think, is everybody being paid by the Glazers here? Is Martínez been paid to do it? And Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes being paid to do it? I mean, is this just the ultimate distraction that we know is going to happen? Because it's bloody ridiculous. I just find it so fucking childish. I really do.